tonight as we learn about a gut-wrenching discovery in the search for missing 10-year-old Zahra Baker. A key piece of evidence has just been found in plain sight, laying on the side of the road. Listen to this.
Investigators have discovered a prosthetic leg consistent with the description of Zahra Baker's left prosthesis. The prosthetic leg was discovered late yesterday afternoon off Christie Road in Caldwell County. We are attempting to positively confirm the prosthetic leg is Zahra's by a serial number inside the outer cover. The prosthetic leg was originally fitted in Australia. It'll take some time to confirm if it's hers.
This poor child lost her leg to cancer and needed her prosthetic leg to get around. Cops believe she was murdered. 10-year-old Zahra Baker has not been seen by anybody outside the family since late September. Her father and her stepmom reported her missing on October 9th. There's this pair. Since then, her stepmom, Elisa Baker, has been jailed on obstruction charges for writing a fake ransom note. And Zahra's own father, Adam Baker, is in jail on bad check charges. This poor little girl was living a nightmare, allegedly enduring endless abuse from her stepmom. Now she's missing and feared dead. Every single adult in this little girl's life let her down. Will the discovery of this prosthetic leg be enough to make an arrest? I am taking your calls on this. 1-877-JVM says. That's 1-877-586-7297. Straight out to my fantastic expert panel. We begin with Tara Servatius, host of the Tara Servatius Show on WBD Radio, Charlotte. Tara, this leg discovery is a major break, this prosthetic leg. We've also heard crews are digging through mulch piles at Zahra's house. Is there a sense that they are on the verge of finding this child's body?
Yeah, there absolutely is, Jane. Let me tell you what's going on here. She got a hotshot lawyer about Friday. This is a woman who is really famous around here for trying capital cases and doing it well. And then suddenly by Sunday, Elisa Baker wants to talk. And then by Monday, her husband's in jail and she's running around at all these sites. They're turning up evidence. I think the word on the street is around here that that lawyer said, you better turn on your husband. You better start working with them. You better turn him in and turn him up or you're going to be in trouble. So all of a sudden, she's cooperating.
And Jane, what do we usually see? We usually see here in HLN in session all the time. Usually the first one who turns on the other one, they get the best deal if there's any criminality involved.
Absolutely. So you're both raising this question. Did Zahra's stepmom, Elisa Baker, lead investigators to this prosthetic leg? We know that she started cooperating with the cops just yesterday. And then all of a sudden they find this major clue. The police chief had this to say when a reporter asked him about that. Listen to this.
Elisa Baker, because she did go into that area and into that scene on Monday, did she point that out?
I cannot confirm that.
Okay, they still have to match the serial numbers, but let's face it, it's a child's prosthetic leg. It's almost certain to be hers. I don't understand discarding something by the side of the road, Mike Brooks. It seems very haphazard. It seems like not very well thought out. What's your analysis?
Well, again, some people think that, wait, I'll never get caught. But we see this all the time, people doing this kind of thing. Now, was it Elisa Baker? Was it Adam Baker who did this? Or is there somebody else involved? That remains to be seen. But it does sound like the stepmom is cooperating. And that search that they're doing now with the backhoes, that's very interesting, too, that they're back there looking for more evidence. Using the backhoe and then little rakes, that's the way you work a crime scene when you're looking for little pieces of evidence.
Landfill workers actually found what's believed to be little Zahra's mattress in a landfill after official search crews had left. Check this out.
The mattress was discovered by landfill workers outside the original search grid. We based that grid on information that we've had about the mattress that was placed in the landfill.
Okay, that landfill, the mattress is potentially very significant because police say the child's parents threw the little girl's mattress away days before they reported her missing. So they're doing DNA testing to see what comes up. But Janie Weintraub, given that a child with a prosthetic leg would certainly need a mattress to sleep on, if they threw it out without replacing it days before they reported her missing, would that tend to indicate that she was killed before the mattress was discarded and perhaps even killed in her bed?
Well, I don't know that I'd use the word killed. I think I would use the word died, because we don't know if it was a killing. We don't know.
They say the police believe it was a
accident.
homicide.
Well, homicide just means an intentional cause of death without knowing what. It could have been an accident gone bad. It could be covering up.
It could
an
have been
accident. We
abuse
don't
that
know.
got carried away.
Now, Jane, did you
We're
hear what he
just
said?
speculating.
Did you
Yeah,
hear what the chief
Mike.
said, though?
Yeah.
He didn't say, they were looking at landfill, possibly where it was dumped. He said where the mattress was placed. So that says to me, it was not just discarded in a dumpster, and a certain dumpster, refuse company dumps in a certain area of this landfill.
They don't know.
But Jenny, listen to me. Be an active listener. He said where it was placed, which says to me that somebody put it there. It wasn't just dumped there in a trash truck.
Well, here's my big issue. Will this be enough, this prosthetic leg discovery, to charge? More than likely, investigators have her prosthetic leg. They're going to be getting DNA evidence off the mattress, and we know cops are at the home looking for more evidence. Check this out.
Investigators have also uncovered information that led search teams back to the family home in Hickory, where technicians are recovering additional pieces of evidence.
Tara Servatius, do you think they have enough to charge? You know, the old saying, no body, no case. But if you get a prosthetic leg of a girl who couldn't function without it, isn't that almost equivalent to finding a
What are
body?
you charging? Is there blood on the
Well, you know,
mattress?
I don't know
mean,
what
who
the
you
police
charging?
are thinking.
Tara.
But yes.
Go
You
ahead.
hear me?
Yes.
I don't know what the police are thinking on that, but I'll tell you the thing. For a prosecutor's case, the timeline is so important. They can't go tell a jury she disappeared sometime in a 2-week period. We don't know if she went to school. I mean, we don't know anything. And so they got to confirm this timeline so they can make an argument to the jury to even justify to the prosecutor putting that kind of homicide charge on her. And that's what this is about. This is about the timeline.
Let me say this, Janie. Here's one possible scenario, okay? The scenario is, and I had it in my head, so I want to get it right. She hasn't been seen by anybody else since September 25th. They report her missing October 9th. Days before they report her missing, they toss out her mattress. So could it be that she died at the same time that her mattress was tossed, or she dies, they throw out the mattress because she's dead, and maybe there's evidence on it, and then they realize, wait, I gotta come up with an explanation for why this child is no longer around. So she admits she wrote a fake ransom note, and then a fire is set in the backyard, and police come, or law enforcement, firefighters come and find this fake ransom note. And so, in a sense, they're setting the whole fake story allegedly in motion. What do you make of that, Mike Brooks?
You know, it sounds feasible, and because you just don't have a spontaneous combustion in the middle of the night of of a brush fire, and it's just too much of a coincidence. But I still don't like Adam Baker's story when he first started talking to the press. He said, well, she was reported on Saturday. The last time I saw her was Thursday night because I work shift work. When is the real time he last saw her?
Yeah, and you know what? If you have a child who's missing a mattress, a child needs a mattress, especially a child with prosthetic legs. So where was he wondering where her mattress was or getting her a new mattress? There's no report of that. Leslie, North Carolina, your question or thought, Leslie?
Thank you for taking my call, Jane. I just want to know, with the evidence they have, and it's obvious there was these two are just vile people, can they go ahead and charge both the father and the stepmother and have this as capital murder where the death penalty will be involved?
Excellent question. J.D. Weintraub.
No, we don't just charge people without evidence, although I'm sure to say that it happens sometimes, but no, that there's not evidence beyond a reasonable doubt that they both did it, and you can't do that as a squeeze play. You have to have a good faith basis to charge somebody. Those are the rules of the game.
Probable cause.
All right. I got to tell you, we're just getting started on this. Nancy Grace has a...
I haven't listened to the whole tape, but I don't know if they mentioned that Adam Baker bonded out. Earlier today, excuse me, I received an email around 5:15 or so stating that he bonded out. So he was out probably a couple of hours prior to me receiving that email.